Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today it's Week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their 6'4" QB from the University of Tennessee. It's Joshua Dobbs.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Now here's Green, throwing to start the drive. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
Green down to throw on third down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in off the tip there. Really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
Up the middle, here's Walker. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Green throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Operating from the gun. Green feeling the pressure. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Walker is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Pinheiro down for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. They'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on 1st down. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw is Dobbs. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Green throwing on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Trying the left side with Walker. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Green. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Into the hands of the rookie. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the 1st quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Madison running on 1st down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Short 21 after a short gain of 2. To throw on 3rd down. Dobbs. This goes out wide from Madison. And they'll get this down to the 10. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Oliver. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there, and he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, 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 and that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. From the gun, it's Walker. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. To throw is Green from the gun on 3rd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch so far by Chase. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Green on 1st and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. That one complete. He finds Shark. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Back to throw. Green. A quick throw, but incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Green. And he's got it. Touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dobbs. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Dobbs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Amulican. And the return this receptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions, that puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Green. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun. Green. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Looking to throw. Green. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen from 6 yards away. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go. And Agu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Dobbs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Dobbs. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Dobbs is throwing. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Back to throw Dobbs. And a quick throw here that's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd down and a yard. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And this is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Dobbs. That is caught. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. The Saints trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Jalen Waddle with a touchdown catch from Tua. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Trevor Lawrence leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Green. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
If for some reason you doubted Chase's elite ability, how about this? Missed 5 games last season, still reached 1,000 yards and made the Pro Bowl. His name always at the forefront of the game's greatest playmakers.
Now Green on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Running right, here's Walker. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
Standing right on his own 5-yard line. punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And here's Green throwing to start the drive. And Walker has it. This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Green. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They'll look to throw again. Quick slant caught by Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On the counter, it's Walker. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Back to throw. Green got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Hand off here to Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it in every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Green. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Green. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots. And right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Gain of 6, second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, it's Walker. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Ken Walker, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down. Operating from the gun. Dobbs out to his left.
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Dobbs throw pulled in by Jefferson. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Dobbs. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, it's Dobbs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. Show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And going right back to Walker. Down to the 22-yard line. 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.